What up everybody, it's your main man Evan Danger. Today we're going to be exploring the totally insane history of baseball in Asia, starting off in Japan in the 1800s. We're going to be covering the true World Series of baseball, as well as checking out the rivalry between Japan and South Korea, which is said to be over 1,000 times more intense than that of the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Baseball was first introduced into Japan in 1859 in the tail end of the Edo period. American teacher Horace Wilson was hired by the Japanese government as a foreign advisor to assist in the modernization of the Japanese education system after the Meiji Restoration and worked to integrate baseball into public schools as part of their PE curriculum. The first organized adult baseball team, called the Shimbashi Athletic Club, would be officially established in 1878, with their first game being held in Shinsuke Nakamura Park. Professional baseball took root in 1920 and garnered mainstream popularity in the 1930s following the establishment of the Greater Japan Tokyo Baseball Club. The club was founded by media mogul Matsuhiro Shiriki, who is affectionately known as the father of Japanese baseball. Shiriki's team of all-stars would go on to play a game against an American team which featured none other than Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. The most insane part is, a crazed Japanese nationalist was so outraged by the Americans playing in Japan that he attempted to assassinate Shiriki with a broadsword. Shiriki survived the attempt, but received a 16-inch long scar across his body. By 1950, baseball had become so popular that it split into two leagues, similar to the National League and American League in MLB, which were collectively known as Nippon Professional Baseball, or NPB for short. The NPB remains the premier league for professional baseball in Japan, with megastars such as Ichiro Suzuki, Hideki Matsui, and Shohei Ohtani going on to play in the MLB. Baseball in Taiwan was introduced by the Japanese in the late 1800s when they still controlled the island. In fact, it wouldn't be until the 1920s when indigenous Taiwanese would start playing. It would be another 70 years until baseball came into the mainstream with the establishment of the Chinese Professional Baseball League in 1989, followed by the Taiwan Major League in 1997. The two leagues engaged in a battle for ratings not unlike the WWF and WCW, with the TML ultimately being absorbed by the CPBL in 2003. Between 2006 and 2009, corrupt officials with the Taichung Brother Elephants worked with local gangsters to fix dozens of games, earning billions of dollars in gambling revenue. When the fans found out, attendance plummeted and the league shrunk from 12 teams to 6. That's when the CPBL introduced the cheerleading squads. Everyone was so distracted by these hot babes that they completely forgot about the game-fixing scandal. And the Whoa, damn. Yeah, girl, Yeah, what's up, girl? Yeah, nice legs. Prosecutors... Baseball in Korea goes as far back as the late 1800s, when American missionaries first introduced the sport to the peninsula. In 1896, a team of U.S. Marines played an exhibition game against a team of expats in Seoul. However, in the first half of the century, Koreans were largely banned from participating in official baseball games, as the country would be occupied by Japan between 1910 and 1945. This is one of the major reasons why the rivalry between Japan and Korea is said to be 10,000 times more intense than Yankees-Red Sox. It wouldn't be until the 1980s when a true professional Korean baseball league would be established. 1982 saw the founding of Korea Baseball Championship, consisting of 10 teams, which continues to be the highest level pro league in Korea. The sport reached a new level of popularity when pitcher Chan Ho Park made his debut for the LA Dodgers in 1994. The World Baseball Classic is the biggest international baseball tournament in the world, and arguably the only true international tournament, as the World Series only includes American teams. The first tournament was held in 2006 and has since been held in 2009, 2013, 2017, and 2023. Japan would win the tournament in 2006, defeating Cuba, 2009, defeating Korea, and in 2023, defeating the United States of America. Qualifying matches for the 2023 games were held at the Taichung International Baseball Stadium, and miraculously, nobody was shot. The baseball rivalry between Japan and South Korea is said to be over 10 billion times more intense than Yankees-Red Sox. Japan invaded Korea in the early 20th century and occupied it until the end of World War II. However, diplomatic relations between the two countries would not be normalized until 1965. South Korea and Japan were two of the four founding members of the Baseball Federation of Asia in 1954, the same year that the original Godzilla movie came out. The two countries met for the first time later that year for the first Asian Baseball Championship tournament in Manila. Japan beat South Korea 6-0, and it would be another 9 years before Korea would exact its revenge. Over the years, Japan and Korea would trade wins in numerous international tournaments for Little League, minor leagues, and major leagues. Then, in 2000, Korea would go on to beat Japan in the Summer Olympics in Sydney.